Morozova.
Lena, my dear, can you tell me what the fuck happened to this whole humanitarian convoy operation, huh? I've just had a call from above, and they're not happy at all.
They opened fire on our troops, which was part of the mission's contingencies, and the mission was validated. We pushed them in a corner and forced them to show their true colors. Now the world cannot ignore the truth that they are the aggressors.
Lena, when will you learn? The world doesn't care about the truth. The truth is whatever the victor decides to tell when the war is over. So if I were you, I would make sure we are victorious, so you can tell your version of the story.
So, are we at war?
Not officially, of course. Declaring war is a thing of the past, yes? But this act of war cannot remain unanswered. We would lose face. Contingency Plan 57 has been approved and is now in immediate effect. You know what to do. I hope I can count on you.
Yes, of course.
One last thing. I've seen the request for your team. Take Battalion and the commander, whatever his name is. They make sense and the records are impeccable. But are you sure about Demidov? He's a goner.
Don't worry, I have my reasons. I am sure he will be up to the task.
Still good at motivating men, I see. But don't fuck this up, Lena. I won't be here to save your nice little ass if you do.
Mind your own ass, Mudak.
Hello guys, and welcome to a new Broken Arrow video today by me, Vulcan. We just watched the Russian cinematic and the phone call there, and what we're going to be doing today is starting with the first of the Russian missions. So we'll be going from the top once again with Blackout. Take control of the nuclear power plant of Ignalina.
The Ignalina nuclear power plant, located right next to the frontier, is a very vulnerable strategic asset. It supplies about 70% of the Baltic states' electricity, so shutting it down would strongly impact their resistance. TV and radio, cell phones, street cameras, everything would stop working. The power plant is surrounded by a very swampy area, which makes ground operations difficult to accomplish. But this is not a problem for us. We have VDV units that can be transported by helicopter. Shutting down a power plant is a matter of minutes, while turning it back on takes weeks. So this is gonna be a hit-and-run operation. We secure the perimeter, drop a team of assault engineers, they shut down the power plant, and everyone goes home before sunrise. Captain Battalion, thank you for making yourself available at such short notice. This is much appreciated.
My pleasure, Agent Morozova. When the duty calls, I'm always the first to answer.
Almost. Commander, please meet Captain Battalion, who will support you during this operation. He's one of our most brilliant young officers.
But I thought you said I would be in command. I'm perfectly capable of handling this whole operation on my own.
There is no doubt about your abilities, Captain. But this is no longer an exercise, and one of you could be injured. So we must ensure there is redundancy in the chain of command. Now let's get to work, shall we? The assault group tasked with securing the perimeter of the power plant will be brought first and escorted by attack helicopters. The enemy resistance in the vicinity should be limited to the local reserve units. They have neither the equipment nor the training to face our airborne forces. Once the perimeter is secured, we send a second wave of helicopters carrying the engineers and additional reinforcements. The activation of the emergency shutdown of the power plant should not take long. Once this is done, we'll send the helicopter back to pick you up. The engineers will be evacuated first, followed by your airborne troops. Hopefully, you should be back before the enemy even has time to realize what's going on.
Okay, so the primary objective: to take control of the power plant, defend until the engineers have cut the power, and then evacuate. We will of course do this on the hardest difficulty. Let's have a quick look at the intelligence reports. So we can have access to the VDV, the VDV Dush, the VDV Spetsnaz, the VDV Igla, the VDV with the grenade launchers, VDV Metis, which have the anti-tank launcher, the MD2, Nonnas, and Hornet D1s. Alright, let's go.
The power plant is straight ahead. Begin the attack. Suppress all the enemy resistance and secure the landing zone.
Here we go. Try to keep up with me, Commander, because I won't wait for you. Давай!
Here we go. Let's try and not blow up the supply if we can help it, boys. We'll turn off the rockets there. The AI is going to be smashing that supply to pieces anyway. Up it goes the smoke.
Around the power plant eliminated. Keep up the good work. Logistics center cleared for landing. Resistance crushed. Railway station clear. Nice fireworks. Battalion for HQ. All the landing zones are secured.
Good job, you two. Continue to patrol the area and keep the landing zone safe. I'm sending in the transport helicopters.
Alright, let's go have a look around and make sure that we kill as much stuff as we can. Here come the landing troops. This mission is really, really cool. Like a proper
We've got boots
BDV
on the ground
landing.
in the logistics center. Our troops are taking over the railway station.
The first wave has successfully landed. Our Spetsnaz have stormed the power plant. Not much resistance encountered, but some workers have locked themselves behind the blast doors of the main control room. I'm sending the attack helicopters back to base immediately to escort the second wave containing the assault engineers. Defend the perimeter with what you have in the meantime. Don't let anybody reach the power plant.
You heard her, guys. Defend the perimeter and hold until the second wave arrives. I hope I can count on you to help with the defense, Commander.
We're gonna move up a little bit here. Get into slightly better positions if we can.
vehicles coming our way at the train station. Let's ambush them.
A good kill on the first. Any that get close are just gonna get wrecked by the VW-douche. We've also got the machine guns from the Metisem.
Enemy convoy destroyed. We took prisoners, the reservists from the local garrison, which has been put on alert.
This map is beautiful as well. Very nice. Next wave coming in.
Beware! Enemy vehicles are storming the left flank.
Just going to move forwards and join our comrades in this building so that they can help out with their own Metisem and the grenade launcher. Or reservists just getting chewed up.
The attack on the left flank has been repelled. Well done, guys. Keep it up.
I'm just going to run back with the Metisem squad to get some more Metis, and then we can move back front again.
Another convoy destroyed. We've captured an officer this time. According to what he said, there is a large mechanized brigade stationed nearby, and it has been alerted. It sounds like an attempt to frighten us, but if this is true, we need to be gone before they arrive, or we won't see the morning.
Don't worry, the engineers will soon be here.
Metis is almost reloaded. These ones are reloading automatically because they have the supply near the building. Putting supply near the buildings is okay in most situations, but there are times when the opponents will just mortar them and then you just lose the supply behind the building, and also it will damage the units inside the building sometimes if it's way too close. I think in most cases it's better to have a little bit of a supply dump a little further back that you just kind of run back to and then come back forwards. Like I did with this Metisem here. Pretty simple stuff so far, but I do know that this mission ramps up like crazy. You can then just enjoy the sound effects and spectacle in the meantime.
My guys report that they've observed enemy activity around us. They seem to be regrouping and preparing fire support positions. Their next assault will certainly be better prepared than their previous attempts, and we might not be facing simple conscripts anymore. Armored vehicles approaching the right flank. Fire at will. Don't let them pass.
going to run this back. We're going to run back the Metis as well. Taking a lot of 50 cal fire.
You've just lost an entire squad, Commander. We won't hold long if you're not more careful.
Well, those Metis didn't last, that's for sure. Let's hope my grenade launcher can get some ammo. We'll get that grenade launcher on target as well. Hopefully that should help finish off these troops. They are very stubborn.
Mechanized assault on the right flank destroyed. The rest of the infantry is falling back.
I'm curious if it'd be worth me trying to push out with the VW Dush a little bit. Try and take out those vehicles at closer range. What's the range on the RPG-7V? It is 400 meters. Here they come. We already hit a couple of them, but that doesn't seem to have been the ones that were attacking us.
Attention! Enemy armored vehicles are storming the left flank.
Just checking there to see if we had extra Metis available, and we do. We got basically all of the Metis still. I think it's not firing because the other Metis squad here is taking out the M113s for us. Close range, VW Dish, did a good job.
Hold tight.
Enemy's attack on the left flank repelled.
Commander, the second wave transporting the assault engineers has arrived. Transport helicopters are also available to call reinforcements and bring supplies.
Let's bring an Igla, the Metis, maybe a couple of Metis M to the left-hand side with that supply. We're going to unload it behind these so that we can help our allies. Then I'm going to bring in a couple more on this side. We'll do one Igla, another Metis. Grenade launchers are really good. And a bit of supply, that'll do.
We've reached the blast doors of the control room. 20 centimeters of tempered steel and reinforced concrete. That's serious business.
How long will it take? We have a full mechanized brigade coming our way, and we won't be able to hold them off for long.
We're in the same boat here. We're on it, and we can't work faster, so we'll let you know when it's done, okay?
This might take a while. Keep the enemy as far away from the nuclear power plant as possible until they can access the control room and shut down both reactors. I'm sending a third wave of reinforcements with our reserves. They should arrive in a few minutes.
Десант готов. Это огневая поддержка. Здесь
I'm gonna put my Igla further back here.
Армейская авиация слушает.
Just letting the AGS reload on the supply there.
Вертушки здесь. Зачистить здание. Десант готов. Понял, идем на зачистку.
This VDV Igla can jump in with the other VDV Igla on the backside.
Добавим
Both of
шагу.
these grenade launchers working together should be able to take out light vehicles pretty well. I do probably need an extra Metis squad or something on the right hand side. Maybe the Cornet. We won't do it yet, we'll wait until the other helicopter sells and then we'll bring in some more.
Пехота здесь. Специалисты по противовоздушной обороне готовы.
The big thing is always going to be supply.
Enemy is attacking the left flank. Hold your positions. Give them hell.
I think we should be okay here, we do have quite a lot of supply. Although it seems as though our allies here are running low on ammunition. So I might want to bring in supply behind this building.
Attacking the left flank. Hold your positions. Give them hell.
HQ to all ground units. The next wave is approaching the landing zone. Confirm visual.
What the hell? They're flying towards the enemy. Break right, break right. Shit, there's traces everywhere. Back, stay this too. Fire, stick the landing pad in the right, on cover. Sons of bitches, they shot down the helicopter.
Our grenade launchers are doing okay, we're actually bumping into Vilcast now. Just switch these out.
The last wave of paratroopers was dropped near the power plant. The helicopters are returning to base for repairs and will come back to support you as soon as possible. Good luck.
Damn. Looks like we're left without air cover once again. Oh well, suck it up and drive on, I guess. We're starting to face armored vehicles with heavy weapons. These are Vilkas from the Iron Wolves Brigade, one of the best trained Lithuanian mechanized units. Without armored vehicles of our own, we won't be able to resist much longer.
Understood. We have a pair of Mi-26 available at the base. We can airlift you armored reinforcements. What's the most pressing need on the battlefield right now?
We can take 2 Cornet D anti-tanks, we can take 4 Nonnas or BMD2s with autocannons. The Cornets could be pretty fun. So last time I played this mission I did it with the Nonnas, but they didn't prove to be that useful because they weren't able to counter battery as I thought. I've tried the BMD2s before, I think, and then the Cornets. I think BMD2s though might be the play, although they are kind of lightly armored. We'll bring them in,
Roger
we'll
that.
just keep them at a
Reinforcements
distance.
will be arriving shortly. Stand by for the package.
Пехота ждет приказа. Вертушки на приеме. Установлен новый маршрут полета. Новая точка получена. Траектория полета обновлена.
If I can unload this behind there, that would be fantastic.
Attention, the situation in the area of operation is becoming more complicated. A column of Latvian armored vehicles has crossed the border and is moving in your direction. They should arrive on your right flank shortly.
Ah, it's our lucky day, apparently. Look, Lithuania, Latvia, the only one missing. guessing is Estonia for a Baltic royal flush. Guys, get your RPGs ready. All eyes on the right flank. The fun's about to start there.
The triple grenade launcher should make short work of enemy infantry. Once this sells, we'll do another helicopter.
The requested armored vehicles have been delivered. Good luck, guys.
These BMD2s don't have HDGams. That's a bit awkward. I assume that they would have HDGams, but the autocannons will still be useful at range, as long as I keep them at max range. What is their range? 1,000 meters. I'm thinking of putting the Cornet back here, so that if they come past us or down the road, we can just hit them from long range. And that will also attack over here as well.
Grab a tube and shoot that bastard down! Fuck! I think they brought in some special forces. Don't let them land! Транспорт на связи. Десант готов. Десант готов. Now they're coming in with mortars on the left flank. Hold on, boys.
So the mortars might be a problem because they're going to blow up the supply. We're going to want to move away from that.
Enemy choppers! You guys know what to do! Нужно сбить вертолет? One BLACKOUT down! Good job, guys! Their attack is also losing momentum on the left flank. That was close. Damn mortars.
I think those will get cleaned up. Let's just move over here and prepare for this attack. Once my helicopter leaves again, we'll make sure to bring in some more supply for the left because things are not looking great. Currently it seems like there's infantry here, but we can't see them. Maybe I need to bring in my snipers.
Боевая машина десанта здесь. Снова. Резерв. Вертушки здесь. Блять. Is it the Lithuanian-Latvian military cooperation day or what? It looks like we're taking on both their entire armies in one fell swoop. What's the situation in the power plant? How much longer we're gonna have to hold these damn positions? We've just breached into the control room and cleared it. It's only a matter of minutes now to trigger the automatic shutdown.
Great news. We'll fire up the engines of the helicopter for the evacuation. Tell me when the shutdown is in effect, and I'll send them.
Let's hope they don't get lost this time. How hard it is to aim for the big building with the big pipe sticking out, huh?
I'm gonna move my sniper to this building with the cornet and the grenade launcher. Still being fired at from over here. I'm gonna move my douche in that direction, see if we can spot them.
Things are calming down. Did they finally give up? That would surprise me. And I don't like it. Десант готов.
So that's what they were preparing. Fall back in the direction of the power plant. I'm sure they won't risk using heavy artillery near it.
What I can do actually is we can load these up into the BMDs.
Engineers, have you heard? We need to evacuate now. Are you not done yet? Not yet. The automatic shutdown failed. This damn equipment is rotten to the core. The control rods are stuck halfway through and refuse to go down. What? Are you joking me? If you don't shut down the reactors in time, I swear we will leave you here. Listen, it's not my fault this place hasn't seen any maintenance since the days of Brezhnev. Give us another 5 minutes, and we'll go to the reactor room to make the rats go down the hard way. What do you mean the hard way? Blowing this place up with us nearby is not part of the plan. Don't do anything stupid. Well, we'll find out at the first kiss of my circular zone. These damn controllers. Engineers out. Транспорт на связи. Это пехота. Мы в огневом контакте с противником. Залезай. Карета подана. Подавай здесь.
At least we'll shoot down these pretty easily with the 30mm autocannons.
На связи. Тук-тук. Кто там? Пехотинцы ждут ваших приказов. Бог прости.
Going to this supply is not a good idea.
Какие ваши указания? Пехота здесь, ведем бой. ПМД на связи, ведем бой. Баба с возу кобыли легче. ПМД на связи. ПМД тут. Транспорт здесь. Боевая машина десанта на приеме. Приказ понял. Едем. Транспорт заказывали? Это огневая поддержка. Пехота на приеме.
So what I'm going to do now is we'll probably just try and get supply to fix up all of these guys over here.
Пехота на связи. Какие ваши указания? Вертушки на приеме. Транспорт, слушай. Тук-тук. Вертушки здесь. Вылетел в цели. Отходим на базу. Новая точка получена. Голубые береты на связи. Вертикальные на связи. Огневая поддержка.
We've used up this supply to get these guys back online.
Добавим жару.
They'll come back and get into position. That should be good.
Вертушки здесь. Десант готов. Куда вас довести? Боевая машина десанта здесь.
I'm just going to keep these BMDs at like max range.
На холосты. Бешеная блоха докладывает.
Hopefully if we use cover correctly here, we can do a lot of damage to these scimitars.
Транспорт здесь, мы в бою. Огонь и маневр. ПМД на связи. Пехоты много 200.
My grenade launcher didn't run back. That's not good.
Транспорт здесь, ведем бой. Транспорт на связи. Куда
least the Cornet's doing a good job. Yeah, this building was perfect, actually. Good hits.
Отделение поддержки на приеме. Понял, идем на зачистку. Проверить.
We'll move that Cornet forwards a little bit so it can help, but these guys are gonna move back the douche and we'll get them fixed up. Oh, there goes a couple of my units. The Vilkas and the AA there got the better of us. That's a shame because we don't have any supply over here.
It worked! First reactor's been shut down! We're moving to the second!
Great work. The method is a bit unconventional, but it's the result that matters. Carry on.
My father used to tell me, if violence doesn't solve your problems, hit harder!
Let's keep the VDV dish in there. We'll just try and retreat with the Metusem. Probably more important. Although they're not in range to hit the M13s, and the smoke is coming down. Like, Cornet's used up all its ammunition. Hopefully we have just enough to deal with the scimitar. Keeping that resupplied is actually super important. So let's try and drop more with that Cornet. Good thing here is VDV Igla actually have some pretty good weapons, so we're okay. Also, now we have the VDV Dush in position and the Moskaya or VDV Razvedka at close range. They can do a lot of damage.
I can't believe my ears. Get ready to evacuate. We'll cover you.
Okay, keeping these BMDs at range here is helping a lot. This is probably the cleanest I've ever done this mission. For real. This is pretty good. The BMD2s seem great. I mean, you could also use the Cornets in this situation to fire down towards all of the armoured vehicles coming in. There is a lot of extra armoured vehicles on the way though. Do I bring in more reinforcements or do we wait? I think we wait. Hornets are out of ammo.
Battalion, prepare your troops. You go with the next wave. Commander, continue to defend the perimeter. You and your men will evacuate last.
I could probably jump forwards here and get some shots. Pretty nice ambush. We'll jump back in just to get the last shots on target. Heroic. Love to see it. Now Stinger will probably kill them on the way out. Oh no!
Shit! We're losing choppers! Evacuation zone is under enemy fire! Load up, quick! Or we're all gonna die here!
Your turn, Commander. Bring all your remaining units to the evacuation zone. Attack helicopters will protect your retreat.
I don't really have many men left now though. We can drop the smoke on the VDV dish and then just do a runner. My BMDs are in trouble.
The last transport helicopters are arriving. The zone is hot, so you will only have 1 minute to mount up.
You heard the commander! 1 minute!
We're almost there.
The helicopters are in position! You got 1 minute, Commander! Hurry up! Send the Mi-26s back to the base. There's no more equipment left to load. Commander lost them all. All the
Alright, we've
infantry's
got our...
here. Get in the choppers and let's head back to base.
I think they had the wrong voice line there for the vehicle one. We did manage to get all our vehicles out. We've evacuated our infantry. Difficult. We couldn't really get that Stinger. Maybe I could have sent the BMDs over to take it out. Just waiting for these to get on the chopper. And then we're out. Perfect! We did it! And we got both the medals. Evacuate all surviving infantry and vehicles, and did it on hard difficulty. Yeah, it seems like a lot of the secondary objectives throughout the campaign are somewhat just scripted events rather than actually contributing to the bonus objectives like the medals here. So yeah, that went really, really well. I couldn't have really done that much cleaner. Fantastic mission. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. see what's next. So next up, we'll jump on to Papers, Please, and then we'll move over to We Own the Night and do that. Brilliant. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.